Okay, tell me, what's your name, please?
My name is Tando Nkosi from South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, today we are going to South Africa and we are meeting Miss Tandokosi all the way from South Africa. She's a first time ESL teacher and
Yeah.
she's here to share with us her experience as a first time ESL teacher in China. ESL Teacher Podcast on Vibes with Pet. I am Petrol,
Yeah.
a certified ESL trainer. Okay, Miss Kosi, tell us,
hmm
how long have you been in China?
I've been in China for a couple of months actually. It hasn't even been a year.
Yeah.
I think for about 8 or 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Okay, somewhere between 8 and 9 months.
Of course.
Good. So, what did you come here to do?
Well, I came here for the job experience.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, I couldn't find a job in
As an
South
ESL
Africa.
teacher, right?
Yeah.
Good.
So I was like, you know what? Let me hop into this field and see what it looks like.
So, girl,
So
you're just hopping into the field.
yeah, I was like, let me just hop and see. I mean, everybody else is doing it. So
Yeah,
why not?
yeah, why not?
So I was like, because I have the qualification
Mm-hmm.
and I was already teaching online.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just go and teach in China and see what it's like.
Good. So, before you came to China, did you ever come across any videos or any people who already were working in China?
Of course, I actually watched a lot of videos.
Okay, you did.
I researched a lot. I was watching videos like almost on a daily basis regarding their experiences, what to expect, you know. So I realized that people have different experiences,
Okay.
you know, with being in China. So I was like, you know what?
Why not give it a shot?
Let me just give it a shot.
By the way, you're a native speaker.
Exactly. So
Of
I was
course.
like, okay, I'm a native speaker and I do have the qualifications. I have the experience, so let me
Okay.
just go and see what it looks
And
like.
adventure, give your life another try.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Let me just give myself this time and start a new journey.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, guys, by the way, South Africa is considered a native speaking country. Okay. So, if you're South African and you think that you can be a teacher, an ESL teacher, which is English as a second language in China,
Of course.
you can go online, find yourself a job, and then you can come to China to get a job. Now, back to what brought us here.
Of course.
After you found your job and you moved to China,
Yeah.
I know it was a whole different ball game. Before you came to China, did you have an idea about the kind of job you will be doing as a teacher?
No.
Like, did you know the age of the kids? Did you know the kind of school or the kind of class or class size or situation you'll be facing?
Well, I am a homeroom teacher, right?
Right.
So I didn't know because actually I didn't know that I was going to be a homeroom teacher.
Okay.
So the school told me that I'm going to be an English teacher.
Just an English teacher. Guys,
Yes.
For the record, a homeroom teacher is a teacher who stays in the classroom all day with the children. And in that classroom, you have children from all ages,
Of
all
course, from
age
2 years
groups,
old to 6 years old. Imagine.
mixed in one and are expected to learn the same content.
Yeah. They're expected to learn the same content every day.
Okay, now I already see what's coming. So tell me, what is your experience? I'm not saying what was. Anyways, what was your experience when you just came?
When I just came, it was so difficult. I wanted to go back home. The first month, I was like, I'm packing my bags and I'm going home because this is not what I expected. I expected to be a teacher, you know, like an English teacher specifically. Go to your classroom, teach, and go to the next one, teach, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to stay in one classroom, you know, and deal with one class.
With one class and with children from all age groups.
Exactly, because that's the challenge.
Okay.
That's the challenge. We have 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds. They all behave. They all behave differently. Okay. So you have to deal with that.
So,
you know,
guys, Miss Kosi was facing or is facing a situation where she didn't get to find out a lot about the learners' ages before she signed the contract.
Well,
so she didn't ask a lot of questions, did you?
I did. I did ask them I did ask them about the age. They said no. The only question that I got related to what I'm doing now was, do you have experience teaching mixed age groups? You know, and I was like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
But am I going to teach mixed age groups?
Yes.
And then they were like, no. We were just asking if you have that experience.
Okay.
And then I said, yes, I do. And then they're like, okay, that's good. Do you have the qualifications? Yes. We went through an interview process and all of that. But I just didn't know, because I asked them the number of the students in the classroom.
Yeah.
And then they said the number is between 15 and 20.
Yeah.
But each and every semester it just keeps on going up, you know?
So this is a situation of expectation versus reality. Despite the fact that she had experience as a teacher before, it doesn't mean that she's going to face the same situation as the first time, because it is a whole different situation with a whole different experience and whole different curriculum, right? So tell me, how did you get out of this? I know you're still trying to get out of this, or getting familiar with this situation.
I think,
what has helped you to get out of this?
I think you just have to make it work. And most of all, ask for assistance.
Yeah.
Get in contact with people who've done the job.
Yeah.
Try to find out as much information as
For example,
you.
Guys.
Yeah.
So I have been one of her coaches, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been.
So I actually got a lot of help, received a lot of help from the former teacher.
Yes.
Which is a South African. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her a lot of questions. She told me everything I needed to know, because she was doing the same job as me.
As you.
And then I also asked you a lot of questions, a lot of advice, you know, like, how do I...
Yes, and I did get to watch a lot of your classes, and I did give you some advice.
Of course.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I need some help. I need to find out more. I need to, you know, you need to follow up. You need to do your own research while you are here and make it work, you know, because you can't really complain once you're here. I mean, unless you really do want to go back home.
That's right.
But if you find a situation and it's not what you expected, it's either you make it work or you go back home. Exactly. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try it out and see how far I go.
Yeah.
You know? Let me just try to put in more work, try to understand the working environment, try to understand how they do things, their curriculum, their way of teaching, because it's completely different from way back home.
Exactly. That's what I said in my previous video. So do you think that it's advisable for people to get like pre-preparation classes prior to their traveling to work for the first time as English teachers? Do they need like someone to coach them or teach them how to teach?
I think it is important.
Okay.
It is important to at least have an idea of what you're going to be doing at that particular school.
Okay.
It's very important to have an idea. So receiving training prior to starting your job is very significant. Yeah. So I think it's very important to you're gonna recommend some South African sisters and brothers to PET, so I can give them some training. Like I can actually teach, to show them how to teach. Yeah, show them how to teach. Tell them how to deal with situations. Okay. Give them some advice on how to deal with the different class situations. Yeah, on how to deal with kids. You know, how to deal with situations that are overwhelming. Right. In the workplace, because it's not only about teaching. Yes. It's also about being in the workplace and working with different people. Good. So also being in a situation that is very overwhelming is exhausting. Yeah. So I would recommend them to you, because you helped me a lot. You know, I was overwhelmed at some point. I was like, oh, I'm quitting my job. What do I do in this situation? Outside of the class. Yes, outside of the class. You know, we don't quit at the beginning. We try. Yeah. We keep trying. You just need to keep on pushing. Yeah, we look for mentorship. Of course. You know, we look for advice. Of course. Yes, and then keep on pushing. Keep pushing. Push until you break through. Yeah, because eventually you get used to it and you find better ways of dealing with this. Thanks for accepting to talk with me, Miss Kosi, all the way from South Africa. South Africa. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, girl.